Friday from Dalton Middle School. So let's gossip about the Gossiping Cafe. So in the past, we created something similar to introduce a book concept, but in this occasion, we are reading Fahrenheit 451. And the kids have been really engaged in their conversations. So we just wanted to do something fun and creative for them to be able to share their thoughts, because they have been very interested in what's happening in the story. So it gives them an opportunity for all of the students to share, and even those quiet ones have been able to speak. We know how important it is for our students to listen, to read, to talk, and to write about it. So we just included everything in this event.
Hello, my name is Miss Wagner. This is my first year here at Dalton Middle School, and it is my first year actually teaching Fahrenheit 451, even though I read it when I was the age that my students currently are, so it's been a while. So when it comes to teaching Fahrenheit, it's always a little difficult to get students interested in such a higher level text. So Miss Friday and I sort of sat down and talked about how we can make it more interesting for the students and to get them a little bit more involved. So we'd been working up to building this coffee shop, and it was sort of like a reward in the end, but it gave the students a chance to take the text and actually analyze it themselves and then get to share it with their peers. They see us modeling it in class all the time, so it kind of gives them that opportunity to sort of show what they've learned. And it also opens up the opportunity for kids to have these discussions in an environment that's very comfortable, where they get to enjoy a snack and a treat. So we wanted to do something different to kind of get them to break down the text and be analyzing it without actually sitting there and reading straight from the book, instead of having those open conversations with their peers.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for, DMS Spotlight!
Hey guys!
I'm Olivia.
Janaya. And Brooklyn.
And today we're back with
Part 3 of Black History Month. And today we're going to be interviewing Ms. D and Mr. Thomas. Bye.
That's out there. I went to school with your grandmother, Jackie. You know, Jackie was a good basketball player.
Action.
what is it like growing up as an African American child in Georgia or in the South?
Well, I was born and raised in a small town in Abbeville, Alabama. Our community was very small, although back then it was integrated and segregated. So we were in a community where there was black and white.
Well, back then, you know, we didn't use the phrase African American. We were called, back then, sometimes we were called colored. Then we were called Negro. Then we were fighting to be called black.
How have you been a role model for others?
Well, to be honest, I don't try to be a role model for anybody. I try to do the same thing that I always do, be myself, treat everybody with respect, be humble. Just hope that somebody might pay attention to that, but not as far as being a role model. I don't think I can say I'm in a place to say that I'm a role model.
Who have you looked up throughout your life? and why?
My mom and dad, my mother and father, because they were such great examples. You know, they taught us to love, to be respectful of everybody, and we were poor, but you know, we wasn't miserable though, because we just had so much. They just had so much love for us that those are the ones that I looked up to. I looked up to my parents.
Why is African American History Month important and why?
I think because it reminds us of who we are. A lot of great people that we can talk about during Black History Month. My favorite was Muhammad Ali, because I had never seen a black man talk with such confidence. And he was unapologetic. You know, black people, we were taught to not look white people in the eye, and you know, when you talk to white people, you had to drop your eyes and stuff, because you couldn't take on the demeanor that you were equal with them.
Well, before us, there were people that followed, trying to make things better in our lives, and one person that I truly admired was Shirley Chisholm, because she fought for our rights, and she was the first black, well, I'm not gonna say black, but woman of color that ran for president, #1. And then she also was the first female of color to be a congresswoman. So that's why I think we need to know more about our history than just the norm. We need to dig into it more so and find different people that has made an impact on our lives.
So I think Black history is so important because it gives us an opportunity to look at those who came before us and set an example for us to follow.